Hello, my name is Dr. K, and my highest excitement is providing you with the tools, the strategies, and the technologies to help you evolve rapidly as conscious leaders in body, mind, and spirit so we can be the change that we've been waiting for. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with someone you love, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, this is Dr. Kirkendall, and I want to talk to you about the heart-led path. Now, the heart-led path is something that I've been on over the last couple of years. And before that, I had a professional career as a doctor and working with people the way that I was taught that it was a healer was to work with people. And if I was an acupuncturist or a sound healer, or if I was a chiropractor or a naturopath or a medical doctor, they would have all looked very different based on the story and the dogma that was told to us of what it is meant to look like. And the heart-led path, what it did is it called me to a deeper connection, to a deeper calling in my own way of being. And after all of the science and all of the study and the clinical experience, something started to call me out of what I was currently in. And I'm so glad I answered that call. And I make this video to inspire and encourage you to answer your own calling, because I feel like on planet Earth right now, so many of us have achieved the things that we've wanted to achieve, and we get to the top and we say, wow, it's just really boring. You know, this is not like, once you climb a mountain doesn't mean you're fulfilled and you never want to climb another mountain. That as pioneers of creating something new, that comes from the heart-led path. And the heart-led path is not a wimpy, gushy path. It is a powerful path. It is a path of truth. It's a path of your truth. And it's a path where you get to use all your knowledge and all your experience and all your forms of community and connection to really bring in and create something new. And from this heart-led path, I've discovered that, wow, I really do love coaching work. I really love transformation work. I love natural medicine work. And I love sharing that in a space and place where there's much longer appointments. There's much deeper work that I can offer people. And my favorite is to work in the natural pharmacy of nature. That's why I'm always out in the forest and recording these videos. And right now I'm in the redwoods. And so really trust that calling for yourself. And we don't really seem to have a lot of the elders that we used to have in our communities and our tribes. We don't seem to have a lot of people that are standing up and saying, hey, trust your heart, trust your intuition. And I just want to share with you, I've been doing this now for a couple of years, and at first it was really scary, but after a while it's just like swimming. Riding a bike, you start to really get a knack for it, and you're like, whoa, this is really amazing. What opens up on this path and what's possible for you is for you to have a much more powerful, deeper sense of your connection, of why you're here. The heart-led path is not the path of go to work and go eat at a restaurant and come home and watch television and go to sleep. The heart-led path is one that's unplanned a lot of times. It's more intuitional. It's more connected. So in that space, you can get a tremendous amount of really magical, seemingly synchronistic events. And I don't really like the word synchronicity, because I think the word synchronicity is really a limiting word. And I mean that by the fact that I feel like there's just tremendous amount of magic all around us all the time, in nature and even in the city and in the forest and in the garden and at the beach. But we're so busy, even when we're there in nature, that we don't really listen and hear that space, that calling. Or maybe you go on the heart-led path and you end up getting distracted by a person or a relationship, or something that you're going to go do for fun because now you're on this journey. But is to stop and really commune with the silence and really commune with the space of the heart. And the space of the heart is where all of this beauty, all of this newness, and this monk and this rabbi and this fighter pilot, this lieutenant colonel that I met, were some of the most happy, inspired, compassionate, soft, amazing people I'd ever met. And it just inspired to me like, wow, we look up to these different people, the monk, the shaman, the archetypes of all ways, the warrior archetype, and we're really all students of life, and we're really all children of life. And that's really the heart-led path is about. It's a path of truth. And that truth is what is calling inside of you. And there is nothing more powerful than that. And when we hand it off to science, or we hand it off to religion, what I feel like most people walk out of is there's no deep connection sitting in a church. That connection you can have in the church through your religion and through your philosophy and dogma, but you have to be willing to go there on a path of deep listening, of deep aspiration and desire to connect with those spaces and places that will teach you, that will guide you. And a lot of this is in the unseen realms. It's in the feeling realm. It's in the realm of the heart. So I just want to encourage you today that, Terence McKenna once said, jumping off into your destiny can be the most terrifying thing, but you always find that it ends up being a feather-filled bed, and that it's actually quite the easy landing. And that's what I've discovered in myself. And I couldn't be happier. And I get to create, and I get to treat, and I get to help, and I get to work with humanity. And had I stayed in the fear-led path back where I was no longer growing, the newness would have never been able to come. So trust what wants to be birthed through you. Trust the newness that wants to emerge out of you. This is the biggest gift, the biggest medicine that you can give yourself. And in turn, you're going to give it to the world, because you're going to glow. You're going to come from a sense of knowing and power. And that is the most beautiful way of being that I know, the heart-led path. If this video was inspiring and empowering, make sure you share it with someone you love, like, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss a single thing, and I will see you in the next video.